Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. So in this video, what I want to do is I want to help you to grow your edges back. And so if you are dealing with thinning edges, brittle, breaking off edges, edges that are now having bald spots, or if your edges just aren't growing, hopefully this video will help you, so stay tuned. So for those of you who've been following me on this journey, you know that I suffered with traction alopecia. My hair was falling out. They started to be like little bald spots, and eventually I got to the point where I just shaved off one side of my head. And you know, looking back at it, I just wouldn't recommend that. That wasn't something that I felt good about doing. And a matter of fact, shaving off that side didn't actually help my hair to grow back at all. I ended up shaving off all of my hair to try and get it to grow back evenly. But you know, shaving your hair is not the answer. So people do ask me, should I shave my edges to grow back? That wasn't the answer for me. It didn't help me. So that is not something I recommend. But moving forward, I was able to figure out some things that were able to help me. I'm going to share it in this video. Before I move forward into this video, I want you to know that if you are losing your edges due to age or due to genetics, that you most likely will not be able to stop that from happening. So you might be able to slow it down. You might be able to keep the hair that you have and reduce the shedding and thinning and balding. But through some of the tips I'm going to share in this video, you might be able to just slow down that process and keep your hair longer and even help it to flourish. In the meantime, I wanted to start this video off by saying one of the first things you have to do to regrow your edges is you have to figure out why you are losing your edges.
So one thing that I've discovered about hair loss around our edges is that when we are washing our face, some of us use harsh soaps, whether it be for acne or just clearer skin. Now, some of those facial cleansers contain alcohol, acids, and other drying ingredients that are known to cause scalp irritation. If our edges are irritated, we tend to rub them or itch them, which can cause hair loss. In some cases, depending on the products, it can cause our hair to become weak and brittle around our edges, which also contributes to hair loss. The best thing to do is to make sure that you are thoroughly rinsing your hairline after every wash, or better yet, try and cover your edges with a scarf. The scarf will stop the products from getting onto your edges, which will keep your scalp and your hair protected and able to thrive. Furthermore, I go to the gym about 3 days a week, and I have also discovered that when I sweat, it runs down my edges. Now, on a few occasions, I did not shower right away after getting home from the gym, and my edges started to become irritated. So if you go to the gym, play a sport, or swim regularly in chlorinated water, please make sure that you are rinsing off the sweat and chlorinated water as soon as you can to prevent your scalp from becoming itchy, irritated, which will lead to hair loss.
Another thing is if you have a medical illness causing you to itch your scalp, if you have eczema, psoriasis, or any other condition causing your scalp or your edges to be itchy, you are going to notice the hair loss on your edges first. So if you are suffering with any sort of underlying medical condition, please make sure that you speak to your doctor to get the proper things that you need in order to stop that itching and that irritation, because if you are itching your scalp or your hairline, it's going to fall out. Now, there are some hidden things that you don't really know about, like if there is an underlying medical condition or if you have a hormonal imbalance. A lot of people lose their hair after having a baby, medication that we're taking. Some of us ladies are on birth control, so that's another thing that could be causing your edges to start thinning and falling out. Another thing is any underlying medical conditions. Once again, you really want to make sure that you are going to your doctor and getting those things figured out, making sure that you're getting blood work, making sure that your doctor is taking tests, looking at your scalp. You want to make sure you're figuring out exactly why you might be losing your edges. If it's something that you don't know, if it's something that you're like, you know, I'm natural, I don't put in braids or whatever, and I'm losing my edges, that's definitely something you want to look into. However, if you are one of those people like I was, and it was more self-inflicted by wearing tight scarves or hats or putting in the braids or the weaves or cornrowing your hair back, or you know, brushing your hair, slicking it back and putting in those tight ponytails. If it's more of a self-inflicted traction alopecia is what we call it, when you lose your edges in that way, there is hope, because most doctors, most specialists will tell you that traction alopecia is reversible. I was able to grow my edges back, and my edges now are actually thicker and healthier than they've ever been in my life. So if you have traction alopecia, you have balding, and it's because of products you're using or it's because of styles you're putting your hair in, then there is hope, and I'm going to explain exactly what you need to do moving forward. So one of the first things that you want to do moving forward is you want to make sure that you are stimulating your scalp. You want to make sure you're massaging your scalp every single day. When I was trying to grow back my hair from alopecia areata and traction alopecia, I massaged my scalp every single day. There was no day I didn't massage my hair. It was at least 3 to 5 minutes a day, and I did it religiously. I did a lot of research on stimulating your scalp and the benefits that that provides for growing healthy hair, and that was just something that I had to do. And I do have a video on how I was doing it and some of the things that I was doing. You can go check it out. I'll put it in the description box below. The second thing that you want to make sure that you are doing is that you are using products that stimulate hair growth. So when your hair is just not growing, or you notice bald spots and nothing's growing in those bald spots, let's just say you can call that your hair follicles are sleeping, they're dormant, they're in a resting phase, and what you need to do is you need to wake it up. You need to wake up those hair follicles and say, hey, let's get the hair growing, let's produce hair, let's grow hair. One of the ways you want to do that is, once again, massaging your scalp, just massaging it every single day. And the second thing you want to do is use products geared towards stimulating your scalp. It is very, very important that your products are stimulating hair products. Many of you know that I've only been using my products ever since the beginning of my journey, and I've been able to regrow my hair. My edges are fuller, they are longer than they've ever been in my life, and I attribute that to being consistent with massaging my hair and using natural products. If you are using products that contain chemicals, dyes, perfumes, what is going to happen is you're putting that onto your scalp, and your body has an immune system. Your immune system, its job is to protect your body from foreign invaders and things that are going to harm your body. So if your immune system is busy protecting your body from the chemicals and the dyes and the products that you're putting on to your scalp that goes into your body, if your body is fighting off those chemicals and working really hard to fight to keep you healthy from those chemicals, your body is not going to have the energy or the time to work on stimulating and waking up your hair follicles. So it's very, very important that you're using natural products that stimulate hair growth, or you might be causing more problems for your hair and your body. A lot of products nowadays, they are full of chemicals that cause cancer, that cause a lot of hair loss issues, really dry, brittle hair, things that are contrary to what this video is about and what we're trying to do, which is restore our edges. So it's very important that you're using products that are going to help you to produce healthy hair and wake up those sleeping hair follicles. So lastly, one of the things that you want to do is you want to make sure that you are being consistent. If you are being consistent massaging your scalp and using those natural healing products, those products that promote hair growth and stimulation, you will see a difference in your traction alopecia. In those areas of balding, you will notice some fine hairs, some thin hairs growing, but that is, that might take some time to get to the full thick hair growing back, but that's a good sign that your follicles are being stimulated, they are being woken up, and your body is now getting the signs and signals to produce hair. So if you're being consistent with natural products and massaging your scalp, I've spoken to people on phone consultations, I've given people advice over emails, people have read my hair growth book, and people have gotten results. Guys, this is not something that I'm just saying from my personal journey, my personal experience. People that I've helped with these exact same principles have been able to grow their hair back from traction alopecia and other sorts of hair loss as well. So if you ever need more help, more information, please go check out my hair growth book, because I share so much more information in those books that are really, really helpful. And for those of you who are interested in the products that I use, go check out my website. Everything's there. And if you ever have questions or concerns, leave them down below, because I'm here to help you. These videos are just really short clips of me trying to help you, but I'm able to help you more if you visit my website or if you contact me personally. Book a phone consultation, send me an email, whatever you need to do, I'm here to help you. Now, with that being said, guys, if you have not liked me on Facebook, go like my Facebook page, because that is how I'm staying connected with you 2017. Also, if you have not followed me on Instagram, please follow me on Instagram, because it's another way that we can stay connected and I can show you pictures of my hair growth journey. And besides that, guys, thank you so much for watching another one of my videos. Don't be a stranger. Let's stay connected, and I will see you soon. Bye, guys.